was a cabin deep in the woods, just past the abandoned railroad tracks, where no one dared to go after dark. People whispered about hikers vanishing, hunters never returning, and the strange smell of burning meat that drifted through the trees at night. One hot summer evening, 5 friends, Jake, Sarah, Ryan, Lily, and Matt, dared each other to see it for themselves. "Guys, we shouldn't be here," Sarah said, hugging her jacket tighter. "Relax," Jake said, smirking. "It's just an old house. We go in, we take a look, we leave. Easy." By the time they reached the clearing, night had fallen completely. The cabin looked dead, windows boarded up, roof sagging, but smoke curled from the chimney, and an eerie orange glow flickered through the cracks. "Okay, that's not creepy at all," Ryan muttered. Inside, the smell was unbearable. A thick, sour stench of rotting flesh mixed with something cooked. The floor was sticky under their shoes. On the table lay old pots filled with blackened chunks of meat. The walls had scratch marks, deep grooves, as if someone had tried to claw their way out. Then they heard breathing, slow, heavy, coming from the corner. "Who's there?" Jake called, voice cracking. From the darkness, a man stepped forward. He was tall, impossibly thin. Skin stretched tight over his bones. His clothes were in rags, his face hollow, lips stained red. In his hand, he clutched a butcher knife. He smiled. "Dinner," he said in a raspy voice. Before they could move, the front door slammed shut on its own with a deafening bang. Then he charged. The friends screamed, scattering. Lily slipped on the wet floor, and the man grabbed her by the ankle, dragging her toward the back room. "Help me!" she screamed. They tried to pull her free, but he was too strong. The door slammed shut, locking from the inside. Then came the sounds, wet tearing, snapping bones, chewing. The door creaked open. The man stepped out, face and hands covered in blood, chewing something. "Still hungry?" he grinned. Before they could react, he lunged again, slashing at Ryan's leg. Ryan fell, screaming as the man pinned him down and started cutting. Sarah tried to run, but he grabbed her hair and smashed her head into the wall, over and over until she stopped moving. Jake stood frozen in shock as Matt shouted, "Go! Run!" Jake hesitated, then ran for the window, smashing through the boards and landing outside. Behind him, he heard the others screaming, Ryan's cries turning into choking gurgles, Matt yelling until it was suddenly cut off. Jake didn't look back until he was halfway through the woods, gasping for air. Then he heard it, the man's laugh, echoing through the night, closer than it should have been. When Jake finally reached the edge of the woods, he turned around one last time. The cabin door stood open. Inside, he could see the man crouched over the remains of his friends, tearing into them like raw meat, and smiling straight at him. Then, with blood dripping from his chin, the man stood up and shouted into the night, "You're next!" Jake ran and never came back, but some nights he swears he still hears chewing in the dark.